We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. Yesterday we heard Brahma told, "O my Lord, the unborn, you have shaken hands with me just as a friend does with a friend. I shall be engaged in the creation of different types of living entities, and I shall be occupied in your service. I shall have no perturbation, but I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme." Like in South India, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Kurma Vipra, one Brahmin by the name of Kurma. So then Mahaprabhu ordered him, "Amar Agyai Guru Haya Tararidesh. By my order you become Guru and deliver this land." And so one should not think that one can do independently, and that because Kurma Vipra said, "I'm not qualified, so it is not," but Mahaprabhu said, "No, I am ordering, so I am empowering." And more clearly it is in Vasudev Vipra, also in that same place. He was leper and Mahaprabhu embraced him and he got back very beautiful body. Then he said, "Oh no, this is not good. Now I will become proud." Then Mahaprabhu said, "No, you will not become proud. You always chant Harinam and you preach Harinam, then you will not be influenced by Maya." So here Brahma is telling, by your order I will do creation, but I pray this, that this should not give any false pride to me, that as if I am the supreme, or in that case to think I am independently Guru. Original Guru is Supreme Lord. When he authorizes, empowers someone, then he can do that as a seva, not as the independent enjoyer. Immediately, if this spirit of independent enjoyer comes, then you lose that potency given to you, because you misuse your position. Shri Bhagavan Uvach. Jnanam paramaguhyam me yat vijnana samanvitam sa rahasyam tad angam cha grana gaditam maya. The personality of Godhead said, "Knowledge about me as described in the scriptures is very confidential, and it has to be realized in conjunction with devotional service. The necessary paraphernalia for that process is being explained by me. You may take it up carefully." So one thing is to have some knowledge, but you have to realize. You can get realization only by the grace of Krishna. He will give to one who will do devotional service. Like if someone thinks he can get his Siddha Deho just like that, like Krishna will give, Guru will give, and immediately you are dead, that is not, immediately you are fully identified or fully realized in that is not the case. You have to do bhajan to realize that. Yavan aham yata bhavo yat rupa guna karmaka tathaiva tattva vijnanam astu te mat anugrahat. All of me, namely my actual eternal form and my transcendental existence, color, qualities and activities, let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy. So now, because Brahma is fully surrendered to Bhagavan, he did that penance and Bhagavan appeared. Now Brahma is fully surrendered. So now these 4 shlokas which Krishna will speak to Brahma, they are known as Chatu Shloki Bhagavat. 4 shlokas, 4 verses of Bhagavatam. This is original Bhagavatam expressed in 4 verses. Then these 4 verses were given to Narad Goswami, and Narad Goswami realized, and Narad Goswami also gave these 4 verses to Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva, after getting realization, he wrote whole SRIMAD Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses. But even these 18,000 verses, you cannot say that it is like everything expressed. No, new and new revelations are coming. Like now, when we were in Croatia, in this Harikatha of Srila Siddhanta Maharaj, on Raya Ramananda, at the end there was some, maybe by question or some discussion about the Leela, like going on in past and also now and in that universe like this. So I don't know how it came to that point that Maharaj said, you will not find everything in the books because it is impossible to write everything. Like here we are now having this program in Rohini Nandan Prabhu's place. So many things happen here and is happening. But if someone will make some report for news that we were in that house, that this was a program, like this many people came, so he can give some description, some information, but not always full description, because it is vast. That is only summary. So new revelations are always, there is always chance of new revelations. Like in Chaitanya Bhagavat also you will find Vrindavan Das Thakur said, I just mentioned this, but in future Vyas will describe this more elaborately. Also you will find in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's writing, in future devotees they will reveal more like this. Because it is impossible to write everything, and sometimes it is also proper like that. Up to this point only. Then in future some new revelation will come, and then again it may be stopped. Like our Gurudev, in many cases he did not want to give explanation because he wanted that we have to realize, so that we may not misunderstand. So Maharaj also said, we were having this program, so now I'm speaking with this devotee. We are speaking, but another one person who is now there in kitchen and helping for distributing prasad, he does not know what I spoke with this devotee, but he was also on this program in Rohini Nandan's place. So if he will give a report, this and this thing happened, but he does not know this. Like this, you can never get that everything will be in the book. Whole lila, every detail, everything, it is impossible. But it gives us entrance to our realization. And that realization, our Gurudev told, revelation has no end because Supreme Lord is unlimited. So you can never finish. So like in Upanishad, it is written, there is some Brahma with short A, not Brahma, four-headed Brahma, but Brahma means absolute truth. But only this word is used. You will find description of prana, air, senses, demigods like this, but not about Brahma much. Only that Brahma is there, supreme truth. Everything is coming from him, maintained by him like this. But what it actually means, it is not expressed there, but does not mean that it is not there. It is there, but you have to, by devotion, you have to realize that that Brahma has a name, not only one name, unlimited names, transcendental names, unlimited forms, pastimes, associates, everything. Still that word is there, Brahma. Or like Vyasadeva, he did not mention Radharani in Bhagavatam directly, did not use this name, only indirectly he said. So only those who are qualified, they can realize, they can see where is the hint of Radharani, and also why it is not mentioned directly, because there are many listeners, and those who are unqualified and ordinary persons, you should not give this to them. Like giving pearl necklace to monkey, they don't know the value of it, they will tear it up. So very carefully one has to present everything, but that does not mean it's not there. Like in one mantra, whole that reality is there. By revelation you can understand, not by dictionary meaning. This is the meaning of this word, and then you will think, yes, now I know what is the meaning. No, mantra is spiritual sound, so it is unlimited revelation is there. Like here, now Krishna will give to Brahma only 4 shlokas. And we may even memorize these shlokas, we may know the verses, means the word by word translation we may know. But we did not see, we are not able to see, realize, like Vyasadeva saw, and he wrote 18,000 verses based on these 4 shlokas. How this is possible? In 4 shlokas, he saw that reality which he then described in 18,000 shlokas. And further Goswamis and other devotees, they gave further commentaries to 18,000 verses of Bhagavatam. It is never ending because it is unlimited reality, but everything is included in these 4. That is why we saw Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, even in his old age, 90, 92, 93, like this, even when he was traveling in West, every day he will spend time reading Shastra. And one may say he already read so many times, nothing new, why he's reading? Because we are foolish. We don't know that real devotees, they are getting new and new revelation every time they are getting. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was explaining that one verse of Bhagavatam, Labdha Sudurlabha, for 1 month, continuously, every day, still he felt unsatisfied. I could not yet explain, because new is all unlimited. So Puri Maharaj, he read every day Bhagavatam, everything, but if on some day there was like traveling so much and so many programs and like this, he had no time, then at least, definitely, he will read these 4 shlokas of Bhagavatam, and it will be considered that he read whole Bhagavatam. Whole Bhagavatam. Only by reading this, meditating on these 4 shlokas. So we have to very carefully. Also 4 shlokas are there in Gita, in which everything what is in Gita is contained in those 4 shlokas. That is Chatushloki Gita, this is Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Everything is here, so be very careful to hear. Aham evasam evagre nanyat yat sat asat param paschat aham yat etacha yo vashisheta so smyaham. Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself. Nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. You will find these topics are there also in Upanishads. But here it is that there it is written means Brahma word is used there. But here Krishna is telling Aham, means I, means person. That Brahma is a person, supreme root cause of everything is a person, not impersonal. Aham means I. Aham means I, and Tvam means you. Sat Asat Param, and our Gurudev told that Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explained this Aham. We hear only Aham, I. According to dictionary meaning, we think I. But Prabhupada told this Aham means all. Nam, Rup, Gun, Lila, and means transcendental name, transcendental form, transcendental qualities, transcendental pastimes, transcendental associates, transcendental dham. Everything is there in this one word, Aham. It is included. But we cannot see by dictionary meaning. So realization is necessary, and hearing of explanation and commentary by realized souls. So before creation, during creation, and after annihilation, only Krishna is there. Means first it is unmanifest, this material nature and jivas. Then when there is creation, Krishna is existing behind and in doing his lila, and this material creation is there, made of jivas and material energy. It is going on, but this is also potency of Krishna, non-different from him. And after it is destroyed, again it will unmanifest, it will enter into him, and he is remaining. And there is one is immanent, means this world. Krishna says, I am this world, because of that is his potency. So he's immanent and also transcendent. That transcendental Swarup is there. That is always lila going on. And this material creation also always going on. But sometimes unmanifest, sometimes manifest. Okay, you will get very long commentary by Srila Sai Maharaj. All these points he is explaining. Second verse, Riter tam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tad vidyat atmanumayam yatha bhaso yatha tama. O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. Here Sai Maharaj is telling, in the previous verse it has already been concluded that in any stage of the cosmic manifestation, its appearance, its sustenance, its growth, its interactions of different energies, its deterioration and its disappearance, all has its basic relation with the existence of the personality of Godhead. And as such, whenever there is forgetfulness of this prime relation with the Lord, and whenever things are accepted as real without being related to the Lord, that conception is called a product of the illusory energy of the Lord, because nothing can exist without the Lord. It should be known that the illusory energy is also an energy of the Lord. So everything is He, but when we are averse to Krishna, then because of the influence of Maya, we think something is unrelated to, we see like that. Even if we may theoretically say, yes, everything is Krishna, everything is His energy like this, but we are not conscious of that fact by realization. That is why we are fearful, that is why we are worried, and all these things. So this also we have to realize. So if someone is in Maya seeing, he's not seeing oneness, he's seeing diversity of reality, it means he's in Maya. One who is out of Maya, he sees things as they are, he sees oneness. Advaya Gyan Tattva. Everything is Krishna and His energy. There is no separate existence of Him. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he had that realization. That is why he was always blissful and never afraid. Ambarish Maharaj also. Third verse. Yatha mahanti bhutani bhuteshu vacheshu anu. Bhuteshu cha vacheshu anu. Yatha mahanti bhutani bhuteshu cha vacheshu anu. Pravishtani apravishtani tata teshu na teshu aham. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos and at the same time do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time I am outside of everything. Again, this Achintya Bheda is there explained. Everything is He, but also not He. And He's within everything, but at the same time He's not, because of that Achintya Bheda presence, distinction and non-distinction. Fourth one, Etavat eva jigyasyam tattva jigyasunatmanaha anvaya vyatirekabhyam yat syat sarvatra sarvada. A person who is searching after the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this. In all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly. To unfold the mystery of Bhakti Yoga, this in commentary, as it is explained in the previous verse, is the ultimate stage of all inquiries, or the highest objective for the inquisitive. Means we have to come to this point of realization about Achintya Bheda, how everything is Krishna and His energies. Then one can know supreme absolute truth as He is. through devotional service. So he will see directly him and also indirectly as his energy. All we have to see in relation to him. That kind of realization we have to get. Here is Sai Maharaj telling, the Vedanta Sutra philosophy begins with this inquiry about life, and the Bhagavatam answers such inquiries up to this point, or the mystery of all inquiries. Because Shastras, there are different levels of understanding. That is why sometimes our Gurudev told that when Narad Goswami chastised Vyasadeva, you wrote all the Shastras previously to Bhagavatam only for Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. You did not sing the glories of Supreme Lord. Then Vyasadeva said, I did in Mahabharata and in Gita. Then Narad said, yes, but that was for getting liberation. Like yesterday we heard that Siddhanta Maharaj said, why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that verse of Gita, Sarva Dharmam Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Braja, is also external. It is not pure devotion. Because some are understanding in this way that if I will worship Krishna, then I can be rescued from all my sinful reactions for that target. And as our Gurudev explained, Arjuna had that doubt. If I will exclusively worship Krishna, then I will have no time and I will not do duties to my parents, to others. So this is a type of ignorance about Krishna and about your real self and your eternal relation with him and how Krishna is present everywhere and what is his function, all unifying spiritual principle. So this knowledge is not there, that by serving Krishna you serve all. So this doubt cannot be there that I will do some sinful activity. So Krishna had to guarantee him, no, if you will exclusively serve me, you don't think that you will commit any sin. I will rescue you from all sins. So it means that it is not pure Sambandha Gyan yet. So we may hear like this. Only in Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva wrote about pure devotion by the grace of Narad Goswami after getting these 4 shlokas, and by Bhakti Yoga he realized, then he wrote whole Bhagavatam. So sometimes we hear explanation like this. But those who are devotees, and according to Garuda Puran, if someone will understand other scriptures in the light of Srimad Bhagavatam, then he can also see pure devotion there, not otherwise. In Garuda Puran, Vyasadeva wrote that Bhagavatam is the proper commentary of Vedanta Sutra and proper commentary of Mahabharata. Within it is Gita, within Mahabharata is Bhagavad Gita. So if one will see in the light of Bhagavatam that Vedanta Sutra or Upanishads and also Mahabharata, then he can find there also pure devotion. That is why those who are pure devotees of Bhagavata school, they will explain Bhagavad Gita also in devotional terms. About Sarva Dharma Parityaja, what it actually means, and about Manabhava, Madbhakta, Majaji, and that Tesham Satata Juktanam Bhajatam Pritipur, those 4 shlokas. And you will find Mayavadis. They are explaining that verse of Gita. Krishna is, that is in 4 shlokas of Gita. that those devotees who will surrender to me, I will light that gyan within their heart. I think you know that verse, or I can find. Jnana dipena. So Mayavadis, they explain, you see, devotion is okay. You can do to that imaginary God, but ultimate is by that devotion, your Gyan will awaken there that you are Brahma, you are supreme. Like that, he said, I am Ram, whom I will worship. I already realized that I am God, so whom I will worship. That is for low-class sadhakas, that is for the process. So Mayavadis, they will explain like this. But devotees, they explained what Krishna means that by Jnana Dipena. Oh wait, I will try to find quickly that you will understand what I'm saying. So there may be different levels of understanding of Shastra and explanation, and also that has got no end. Yes, this verse. It is part of Chatushlokya of Gita. Tesham evanukam partam aham agyana jam tamah nashayami atma bhavasto jnana dipena bhasvata. This is the favorite weapon of Mayavadis against devotees. They are interpreting in that way. You see, those who are Tesham evanukarpatam agyana jam, darkness, I destroy that darkness within their hearts with the lamp of knowledge, jnana dipena, so that jnana will appear in your heart. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So Mayavadis, they will say, you see, Jnana is supreme. Krishna is telling. Yes, you do devotion, but to get Jnana. This is wrong explanation by Mayavadis. So like that, all previous Shastras, if we understand in the light of Bhagavatam, they are Atato Brahma Jigyasa in Brahma Sutra. Atato Brahma Jigyasa means now it is the time to inquire about Brahma, absolute truth. Then so many explanations who is Brahma like this, but Mayavadis, they conclude he has no legs, no form, because in Upanishads you will find Akarna, Arupa, all these description, but they don't understand this means he has no material form. So they conclude he's impersonal. But Bhagavatam starts Janma Dasyayata, that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, then Janma Dasyayata. He's a person, the one from whom Janma Adi means Janma, Sthiti and Pralaya are coming. He's a person. And Krishna says here, Aham, Eva Sam, Eva Gri. I was before, person. So if someone based on Bhagavatam understands that their Brahma in Brahma Sutra means person, then that understanding is okay. Then you can read those Shastras with proper commentaries, but not with the commentaries of those who have no perfect realization of absolute truth. So one has to search for it up to this point, that Krishna is everything. Very long commentary. Sai Maharaj giving so many verses from everywhere to prove this. point. Vishnu Puran everywhere. Etam matam samatishta paramena samadhina bhavan kalpa vikalpeshu na vimuhyati karhichit. O Brahma, just follow this conclusion by fixed concentration of mind, and no pride will disturb you, neither in the partial nor in the final devastation. So if we can always have remembrance of Krishna, we are in Krishna consciousness, then we can have no false pride. Because when you are conscious of Krishna, he's like a sun. Sun reveals himself and also everything else in proper perspective, ourself and everything. That is why those who have actual feeling of Krishna, realization of Krishna, connection with him, they are always humbler than the blade of grass, quite naturally. And they can tolerate everything by the grace of Krishna. And they can see everything is the grace of Krishna. Nothing can happen without his will independently, and he's all good. So they can tolerate everything. And they are protected, and they have no other desire except service of Krishna. They have no desire to get respect and all this. So how much we are really realized in the third verse of Shikastaka, that much we have actual practical connection with Krishna. So false pride will not be there as long as we are always conscious of Krishna. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also told to Kurma Brahmin and also to Vasudeva, Vasudeva Brahmin, you will not be overcome by pride, because you should always chant Harinam, and I am ordering you this service, so you do it. Then because of constant remembrance of me, you will have no false pride. Maya cannot influence you. That is why, because Madhyamadikar starts from Nishta up, stage of Nishta. Madhyamadikar up to Bhava. From Bhava starts Uttamadikar. So Guru service always comes in this Madhyam platform. Those who are Uttamadikaris, they are, if they are ordered, they will come to play the pastime of Madhyamadikari, because they have to discriminate. This is devotional, this is non-devotional, this he's devotee, he's non-devotee, these things are there in order to preach. So they are able to do this service because they have no any other desire, and they are really constantly engaged in the service of Krishna. So they can inspire others and they can guide others. Generally, Kanishta should not do this service unless in some exceptional circumstances when no one else is available, like in wartime, you give gun to everyone, they may shoot, although they have no training. So in certain, that will also have some effect, but there is danger that if Kanishta Adhikari will come under the influence of Maya or commit some offense to some Vaishnava due to anarthas and like this, then he may also fall down. Generally, Mayavadis, they will not fall down. Exceptional cases also may, if they commit offense to some superior Vaishnava, like they will not, they will, if they will try to compete with some Uttamadikari, not understanding his behavior, they may commit offense, so that will be problematic for them, but Uttamadikari cannot fall down, never. Kanishta Adhikari is very prone to fall down because he is not out of Maya and he has ignorance and anarthas, all this, but Madhyam is beyond Maya but not fully, means not same depth as Uttamadhikari. But he is capable of being Guru, means to do this service. That is why you will find evidence of this in Mahaprabhu, this both, Vasudeva Vipra and Kurma Vipra. Both are householders. Some are saying only sannyasis can be Guru. It is not correct. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kenama. It doesn't matter. One who is qualified. Qualified means this. Mahaprabhu told, you have to chant Harinam. Who can always chant Harinam? Those who have these four qualities are eligible to always chant Harinam. So they can serve as Guru. Mahaprabhu ordered them. You become Guru, you deliver this land. So if we are not on that level, we are in Kanishta level, then our project should not be to rescue the whole world, to preach to the whole world and to rescue everyone and become Guru. That is not our project. Our project is to purify ourselves through devotional service, but we may assist those who are really Madhyamadhikaris, we may assist them in their preaching, but not independently doing something, then we may fall down. Shri Shuka Uvach Sampradishyaivam ajano jananam parameshtinam pashyatastasya tadrupam atmano nyarunat dhari. Shukadev Goswami said to Maharaj Parikshit, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, after being seen in his transcendental form, instructing Brahmaji, the leader of the living entities, disappeared. So Krishna appeared and instructed. That is starting point of Guru Parampara. Krishna is original Guru. He can reveal himself. Then, by his grace, Brahma realized him. So Brahma now can also impart that knowledge to others if they are surrendered. And then again, like this, Narad to Vyasa, like this, Guru Parampara is going on. So we have to fully surrender, get realization, then we can help others also. Antarhi Tendriyarthaya Haraya Vihitanjali Sarva Bhutamaya Visham Sasarjadam Sapurvavat. On the disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, who is the object of transcendental enjoyment for the senses of devotees, Brahma, with folded hands, began to recreate the universe, full with living entities, as it was previously. That is his seva. And he had no false pride in this, because he was on that platform. But for Kanishtas, who are still influenced by their previous bad habits, previous karma, anarthas, all these things is there. So if they will become like preachers and gurus, then this danger is there. They will get garland and they will say Jai and they will praise them, and there will be female disciples and money they will give and so many things. Then he may be influenced by all that, and he will try to enjoy, because he is not fully free of those anarthas. So there is more opportunity for him to enjoy name and fame, the sensual enjoyment, money, all these things is readily available to him. So he will try to enjoy. That is why that danger is there. But Madhyamadhikari, he is beyond this. He is constantly engaged in the service of Krishna. He got that higher taste, so he will not be attracted to this. He may use everything for the service of Krishna, but Kanishta may fall prey to it. So that is risky thing. Prajapatir dharmapatir ekada niyaman yaman badram prajanam anvichan atishtat svarta kamya. Thus, once upon a time, the forefather of living entities and the father of religiousness, Lord Brahma, situated himself in acts of regulative principles, desiring self-interest for the welfare of all living entities. Here Sai Maharaj is telling, one cannot be situated in an exalted position without having undertaken a regulative life of rules and regulations. An unrestricted life of sense gratification is animal life. And Lord Brahma, in order to teach all concerned within the jurisdiction of his generations, taught the same principles of sense control for executing higher duties. He desired the welfare of all as servants of God, and anyone desiring the welfare of the members of his family and generations must conduct a moral, religious life. The highest life of moral principles is to become a devotee of the Lord, because a pure devotee of the Lord has all the good qualities of the Lord. On the other hand, one who is not a devotee of the Lord, however qualified he may be in the mundane sense of the term, cannot be qualified with any good quality worthy of the name. The pure devotees of the Lord, like Brahma and persons in the chain of disciplic succession, do not do anything to instruct their subordinates without acting accordingly themselves. This is Acharya. He is teaching by his own example, not only by giving instruction to others, but he himself is not following. That will have no effect, and it will be out of false pride. By example, you have to teach. And those who are sincerely doing bhajan, without any other desires, exclusively for the service, for the satisfaction of Krishna, they are different kind of personalities. So those who have Sukriti, other jivas, they will naturally be attracted to such a person because they are desirous of getting eternal welfare, and this person has that. What they want, he has. So naturally they will be attracted to him, and naturally they will be able to see him as authority, as guru, as teacher, naturally, not because he's professing himself as such and demanding you all should worship like, no. Naturally comes, and he's not demanding anything, he's doing bhajan, and they are automatically attracted. So there is no false ego relationship here. But if someone is not qualified and he's only very loudly proclaiming I am this, and he is giving instruction to all and remnants to all and like this, then he's working from false ego, and also he will get such people around him who want such things. But ultimately none will be benefited with eternal benefit. They cannot get. So we should not want to exploit Bhakti Yoga, but we have to do Bhakti Yoga as per our present eligibility what is our duty, should not try to imitate duties of another just for the sake of some worldly benefits. As long as you are full of anarthas, then you should not venture to try to rescue whole world. With what? You did not rescue yourself. How you will rescue others? But if there is some Madhyamadikari preacher, guru, he may engage you. We will do Nagar Sankirtan today. You go, you loudly, you chant Harinam. Then that will be beneficial for you and for others. And he may engage you in organizing program, or he may tell you, you distribute these books or you distribute this prasad like this. Then that will be beneficial for you and for others. But if independently with that false ego you try to do something, then false pride may catch you and that will take you down. You will want to enjoy. So tomorrow, only one verse I will read because end of page. Tam Naradah Priyatamo Riktha Danam Anuvrata Shushrushamana Shilena Prashrayena Damena Cha. Narada, the most dear of the inheritor sons of Brahma, always ready to serve his father, strictly follows the instructions of his father by his mannerly behavior, meekness, and sense control. The disciple has to be like this. So tomorrow we'll hear